Live. Going live. Going live. I'm live. Surprise. Hello. Tie tie. Pinkies up. Winky. I never land. Everybody's favorite good guy slash bad guy. Superman. Tie tie. Hope you can hear me okay. Oh, that's a nice fresh cup right there. Figured I'd surprise everybody because I have time to do so. So that's what I'm going to do. I just want to say hi to everybody. That's all. Sorry, don't mean to be rude. Clicking around. Um, all right. All right. We need some tunes, I think. Hey, Green A. Mr. Gomez, sir. What is up? How are you? It's good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Thanks for always being here, man. Fist right back at you. Bing. If that'll work. And it did. Good. What's up, my brother? I have the night off, so I figured, hey, I have some time. Let's go live. So, there you go. I need tunes, man. We need some music. I'm slipping. I don't know why Jeez. All right. Let's put the Xbox One controller down now, Ty. Forgive me, I'm a little hoarse today. What's going on out there? How you doing there, Green? What's the word? Cheers to you. Clinky. Pinky's up. And winky. Oh my god. One of the best friends in the entire world on this godforsaken planet. I'm going to watch my language on this one. Mr. Isaac Harrison. Welcome, finally. You guys have seen him before. He's been in videos with me before. By the way, Isaac, we're overdue for another one. I'm just throwing it out there. I have tonight and tomorrow off, so just put that out there, brother. Love you, man. Just chilling out, are you, Green? Right on, man. That's the way it should be. That is the way it should be. Me too, man. I'm sitting here in my jammies and trying to catch up with everybody. I tried to go live a few days ago, and it didn't work out so well, so I just did a vlog instead. I'm sure you saw that. Why you'd watch little old me, I don't know, but hey. That's super cool that Isaac's here, man. That is awesome. Isaac, I miss you. I haven't seen you since, Dooley's a couple Thursdays ago? What the hell, man? We have to get back on that stuff. We have to find a way to, spend some time together. I mean, I miss you. Only Isaac will get this one. So yeah, next Tuesday. Because yeah, he walked right up to me and, oh man. So white as a ghost. You better miss me, man. I haven't actually heard from you in a little while there. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully your work's going all right. I try not to talk about work in here. I don't, obviously I don't name it by name, so, work's been busy. I'll say that much, I guess. Really cool people I'm working with. For those that don't know, I used to work with Isaac because he used to be at the place of work where I'm at right now, and he's one of the two people that got me the job. So, thank you very much. Moving ahead in the world, baby. That's right. How come you're not sitting behind me, man? What the hell? What are you doing? Working? Come on, man. Get on that. No, seriously, we have to get on that. I do have plans tomorrow-ish, but I don't know if they're going to overlap. So, I'm thinking picture night. I don't know what you're thinking. I was going to message you there a couple days ago, see what you're up to this week. But Green, it's also good to have you in here too, brother. One of Ted Barris's Mod Squad. Shout out to the Mod Squad. Love them. Always treat me the very best. Suppose I should share this live show on my Facebook. I'm going to get rude now. I don't mean to be. But, and I hate putting myself over, but hey, man, I mean, sometimes you gotta, I guess. Just clicking around. Sorry, guys and girls. Okay. I have to somehow find a way to do this. where it doesn't take up too much time from you guys, but it doesn't take so long for me either. Let me see. Forgive me 1 second here. Cool tunes, huh? I'm finding some new Enigma stuff lately, which is really, I'm jiving with it. I'm really liking it. Always a huge fan of Enigma. Okay, so we got that. Gonna go over here on my crack book. Paste. Share. Ta-da! Hey! Whoa, that's an ugly mug. It's quite the thumbnail, isn't it? All right, getting back to what I was saying. Thanks for the thumbs up. What was I saying? Somebody want to fill me in on that? No. Yeah. So me and Isaac have to somehow get back in touch with each other, or have him sit here, or me finally going to his place for a change, because that would be nice. And also, this is just for you, I-Man. I happened to tell Vlad last night what somebody said to me, and he got pretty upset. I didn't mean for him to get upset, but it's Vlad, man. This is the way he goes. God love him. Jeez, I don't even know where to even begin. Sitting back. It's a Wednesday night. In my time, it's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Supper time. I'm about ready to eat myself, actually. I just figured I'd throw in a quick live one because, again, I had time. And I missed Ted Barris by 7 minutes today. Because I was asleep. Imagine that. Ain't no rest for the wicked. I really wanted to catch him, too. I was going to make it a point. Maybe I'll catch him tomorrow, or even later on while he's gaming. Maybe. Because I plan on doing a little bit of gaming myself, a little bit. But yeah, that really mived me a little bit, you know? I was going to try to catch Ted, but it's always nice to say hi to him, and always nice to be with you guys, man. I really like being in the room there, and it's entertaining as hell. So usually it's me sitting with my headphones on. I got my headphones right there, and I'll, sit back and listen and try to contribute somehow. And, now that my PayPal's working, thank God, I'm going to see if I can throw him a few dollar signs. And hopefully, I was trying to do it this week, but work's been keeping me busy. So throw a few Benjamins at him. Not the big Benjamins, but hey, I can throw something. Got to support your man Ted. You gotta. So that's cool. Surprised Kevin Fredericsen's not in here. It's always nice to talk to him too, and Noah too. No, not much going on, guys. Seriously, just trying to relax. I'm in my jammies right now. You can't see, thank God. Don't subject yourself to that sort of sore eyesight. Sam Squinch. Other than that, things have been going pretty solid. There's going to be no rehearsal this week, unfortunately, because I have to work 1 to 9. And plus, Jimmy couldn't make it anyway because he's tied up with other engagements. The guy plays in 6 bands, also plays with us, and it's all good. Yeah, you damn right, it's all good. And we're trying to pick up some new stuff too at the same time, just covers. We don't do any originals yet. Hopefully, we will be writing at some point. I just don't know exactly when. A few shows coming up. I keep saying that in every video I've been doing lately. I'm sorry. I know I'm just beating a dead horse right now. It's hard to remember where I'm coming from when I'm trying to keep up with you guys. So bear with me. So yeah, no rehearsal this Saturday. Next Saturday, hopefully. Geez, what else is going on? Lisa's at work right now. God love her. She's been working around the clock too. She had the last couple days off, so it was nice to hang out and stuff, and just sit back and talk and take it easy. Yeah, so there you go. I do a lot of closes at work now myself, so it's usually like it's 5:08 now. I'm usually at work by now until about the wee hours of the stupid morning, so it's hard for me to really grasp a hold of the concept of me even sitting back and trying to talk to you guys on camera. But I do my best. I try to do my best. Last one I did was about 2 days ago. That vlog there that I was trying to go live, but it didn't work out. So technical difficulties. Plus, YouTube's been pretty rough on me when it comes down to copyright music stuff. But it's no big deal. I have no strikes that I know of. Nor I don't think I would, because I play it safe. I try to. That's pretty much it. So I try to do at least one of these a week. Not live. I mean, like I said before, I'm going to try to go live more often because you guys seem to like it. So I like to do what you guys like. So there you go. But I'm going to try to keep up with you guys as much as I possibly can. Been watching a couple of other channels of friends of mine too. Not only Ted, but there's a really, really good friend of mine. I call him Patty McPat. Isaac, I think I may have told you about him before, if you're still here. Go check out his channel. It's A Walsh in the Woods. If you don't know how to get a hold of his channel or how to get there, on my homepage on my YouTube channel, there's one of those, right? The featured. You'll understand. I think we all know how to use YouTube by now. You have and I am. Good. I just want to make sure all the bases are covered, man. It's good to see you in here, Isaac. This is the first time I think you've ever shown up. I mean, unless you shown up before and I just didn't know. I'm sorry if you did. Love you, brother. One of my favorite people on the planet, right there. I'm going to try to watch my language. But yeah, man, it'd be nice getting back to that, it'd be nice to have you right here beside me, man. Sweet, you and I going live. People would love that. I'm sure they would. So I am. That means you must be at work. Well, shouldn't be watching me if you're working, man. You know the drill. Who the hell would watch this anyway? I mean, I don't know. I'm glad you're there. I am glad you're. Oh, you're not at work. Well. What's on the itinerary for Mr. Harrison tonight? Nah, man. I mean, it's really cool to have you here. Again, if you guys haven't, you've seen Isaac before, I'm standing right behind you. Yeah, right. Like, whoa, what? Who said that? Isaac, Invisicheck. And I didn't feel anything. So, I must be the invisible man. But no, it'd be really sweet to have you back over here in the channel for sure. That sounds so pretentious, doesn't it? Be nice to have you on camera with me. There you go. Yeah, please follow, like, subscribe. Like. Come on, man. I'm not about the numbers. I don't give a damn about that stuff. I just enjoy doing this, because I get to watch myself talk at myself. Ooh, that's rough. No. If I mean, 15 years ago, roughly, if I were the same dude I was 15 years ago, oh yeah, all about myself. Oh yeah, I'm the best. I'm the baddest. I'm the greatest. Then you grow up. Whoopsie. Stupid YouTube ads. Don't you cut off my song. Listen. Skip. God, don't you hate that? I hate that. I'm spitting air. Yeah, a long time ago, ego was a thing. I get a lot of heat too, all the time. It's like, dude, why do you call yourself Superman? Oh, I'm not going to get into it. Just not today. Not today! It wasn't, it's not that the wind is blowing, it's what the wind is blowing. Oh my. Oh, look at that. Crack book. Oh, it's at least it's saying love you. I love you too. Happy wife, happy life, people. And I'm live. Woo. Oh man. No, I'm glad she's doing well. Green says, "Sorry, I'm currently messaging 3 different people." Yeah, I know. I don't mean to be rude either, because I'm clicking around too, brother, and it's hard to keep up with everybody. um, buddy mine just messaged, "Oh my God, are you live?" Yes, yeah, and hopefully they're already watching. Because I mean, it is. It's rude for me to just sit back and like type on my keyboard and try to talk to you at the same time. I mean, Isaac would full well know. I'm not very good at multitasking when it comes down to spur of the moment stuff. That's why I'm a little nervous. Isaac, I'm nervous. And I don't get nervous, and never usually works out in my favor. So I don't want to take anything away from you guys or myself. I think at that point, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just blabbing, I guess, rambling on, so to speak. Um, yeah, but not much is really going on, to be honest with you. I think, what do I have coming up? A lot of closes. um, again, I have obviously tonight and tomorrow off, which is awesome. I get to rest my poor, beat up, broken body. Um, it's been a rat race, things have been busy. I'm going to clean this place tonight, hopefully, and, well, try to clean it up anyway. And, geez, I don't know, man. It's tough to say. I don't know what the future holds. That's the other thing too. Like my old job where I used to work, people used to say, "Oh man, it's going to be busy tonight." You can't predict the future. You can't predict the future. Show me somebody that can. You can't. If you're in public service, like some of us, you know, um, you can't predict the future. It's randomness. Like it's the crowds of people could show up. Like there's walk-ins that happen. There's reservations. Sure, that's pre-planned, but I mean, there's stuff on top of that too. And everybody's selfishly trying to judge their own BS, I guess. For lack of a better term, excuse me. Kickback. Fresh cup, hello. Hey, Isaac, fresh pot. Um, everybody's so full of their own selves, when it comes down to that, because they're like, well, geez, I hope it's a smooth night tonight. You can wish that upon yourself all you want to. You can have like some sort of inkling of human control. It's not going to happen that way, especially with my luck or lack thereof, because I don't have any. You can't predict the future. You can't. I mean, the only thing you can do is lock the doors and keep them from coming in, which would be ideal in some cases. But yeah, just like my old job, people are like, "Whoa, man, it's gonna be a busy night," and you just started your shift. It's like, how do you know? Do you have some magic crystal ball that you're rubbing in the back somewhere? Which you can take so many different ways. I realize, but all insinuations aside, um, pervs. No, me too. Guilty. Would you stop it with the ads, man? Just stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Skip. God. Um, I never understood that. And then I'm getting it now too. So, I mean, we're all sitting around and, I wonder what tonight's going to bring. Say that instead. Like, I wonder. I'm curious. Instead of going, man, it's going to be a busy night, or man, it's going to be slow, or I never understood that concept. You know what I mean? Isaac, you can totally contest to that. It's like, oh man, I wonder. Oh, by the way, hopefully you're getting some serving shifts there, my man. I've been thinking about you. The host with the most. But yeah, I mean, public service, isn't that a biznatch? Um, when I took this job, when Isaac graciously and I'll say his name, Pete, when they both talked to me about getting a job there, I never thought I'd be in for the long haul, man. I thought I was just going to slingshot that. And, you know, to be honest, where do I even start with that? I mean, me and Isaac, we've already talked about this many times. Um, I don't even know where to start because, I mean, when I started at where I'm at, which I'll never say, um, I was there to help people. I was there because, I mean, I've always been, I guess, the guy that, your little buddy that helps you out. And, some people eat cake, some people collect stamps, but I've always liked to help people. I don't know why. Sometimes it can be really difficult on yourself. But no. It's, I've always loved to support people, help people, obviously. I mean, hopefully that shows through. But, I never thought I'd be, God, closing by myself with another person. I mean, obviously for obvious reasons, but, I thought I was just going to slingshot this, especially me breaking my ankle, being off for 3 months. I remember saying this to Isaac myself personally. I said, well, it'd be nice to pay off my 3 months debt, that sort of thing. Like, just work there for a little while and get some experience, and I don't know, just kind of go from there. But yeah, so that's pretty much where I'm sitting. My mind's blown. I never thought, and I'm always hard on myself. I'm always my own worst self-critic, obviously. Oh, Green's talking there. Green says, got to jump in the shower. Talk to you in a bit if you're still alive. Right on, my brother. Well, listen, don't forget to wash behind your ears, man. That's all I'm saying. My man. Green-eyed Gomez, ladies and gentlemen. A fine gentleman, a good sir, and a new buddy, for sure. No problem, man. You go get him. I might be around a little bit longer, but not by much, because I still have to do the Cinderella thing around here. So, Cinderella. I wish it was like Sword in the Stone. You know what I mean? Like the whole Merlin washing dishes scene. Ickety pickety schmickety schmumph. I think that's what it is. Where they all just do themselves. Also up for a matter of interpretation right there. I'm just saying. But no, you be well, Green. If I don't talk to you a little bit later on, I hope you're well. And cheers to you. Clinked and Green. Clinky. Pinkies up and winky. I made that sound like a really bad Salt and Pepper tune. You know what I'm saying? Push it. I don't even know where I was going with that. Hey, there's the man. There's Kev. Hey, Kev. How you doing, brother? Hopefully everything's cool on the road for you, mother trucker. Right? Man, just hanging around. Just doing a surprise live video. Just trying to keep up with the Joneses. Everything's cool. I've got one of my best friends in the entire world in here, Isaac. Freddy's Road Warrior. That's actually Mr. Kevin Fredrickson. There you go. I got some good people in here, man. Hell yeah. And I think you just missed Green, but I don't know, because he had to take off, and as you can see. What's up, Kev? No way. My little nephew, Mr. Nick Cooglin. How are you? I'm so proud of you, man. Little drummer boy. Don't worry, I'm watching my language. Everybody else watch your language just for a little bit. Thank you. It says, hey, sorry you were alive. I wanted to say hi. Well, hello. Welcome. It's a friendly one today, pal. Hopefully the family's doing well. I see you guys are all doing quite well. Going to dances. Some people are graduating. Did you go to a dance lately there, Nicky boy? And how's the drumming coming along? I'm just going to throw a whole bunch of questions your way. How about that? Kev says, I'm in the shop. My radiator and condenser went out. Oh, no. No. Well, pardon me. Well, hopefully it's not too expensive. Yikes. Well, that sucks. Hopefully it's not setting you back any, both financially and, time-wise. I know you're trying to, I don't know if, obviously you probably keep log books and all that stuff. I know it's all digital now, is it? Hopefully it doesn't set you back too far. Where are you right now, Kev? Nick says, no, I didn't go to a dance. That's dance season, though, isn't it? I know it's the end of whatever grade you're in. I know it's whatever, but and drumming is going good. Drum Sunday. Good stuff. I know, I heard. I'm really sorry, buddy. I got a little slothy. I worked till, I think it was 2:30 in the morning. 2:30 or 3. That's the way it goes lately. I know your mother's going to give me a hard time. Sissy always gives me a hard time. Nick's drumming, right? And it's like, I know, and I'm so proud of you, man. Little young drummer. There you go. I really thought you did great last time. I I was watching you like a hawk, man. I thought it was awesome. You know, you got nice little fills in there. Da, da, da. Kev says down in Texas, it's hot, about 3,000 grand. Three grand to fix. Yikes. I was in Texas before too. It is pretty hot down there, man. Nick says, don't worry, I know you're busy. Well, I mean, it's all relative, I guess. I don't mean to say that I'm busy. It's just that ain't no rest for the wicked, brother. Not that I'm that wicked, but no, I don't get home most of the time. Here's a good example. Last Friday, I started the shift at 4, and I can't say where I work, and please don't say it, but started the shift at 4, and I didn't get home. I didn't walk in the door here till 4:07 a.m. So that's a 12-hour shift, buddy. It's not that, I mean, I could always sleep a couple hours, get back up, because that's what I do, but, you know, recovering from injuries, bodies have a funny way of saying, you know, you need rest, and you're going to stay asleep. So I've got a pretty tough job these days there, bud. Working a lot of 5 to closes, and we close during the week at 1 in the morning. And I can't even think. So Friday, Saturday, we close at 2 in the morning, and the rest of the week we close at 1. So that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to be directly home at those times, right? So because there's cleanup afterwards, yada yada. So that's the logical explanation. I don't know if you're going to accept that or not, but yeah, that's why Sunday mornings going to church is just not a possibility lately. I was just glad I showed up when I did, though, man. I thought you did great. You know, you sound great. You got chops. Let's see. Kev says yesterday in Laredo, Texas, it was 108 degrees. Yes, sir. Oh, you bet. Me being stupid, you know, silly, I should say, because I know, you know, stupid is not a good word to use. Excuse me. 2010 in June, July is when I went down to, I was in the Panhandle, just around Amarillo, we'll say. Dumas, Lubbock, you know. Yeah, it was warm, but me being silly, I went down in summertime instead of a good time of the year to go. I don't know. Wow, thanks, I appreciate that. Hey, listen, man, I think you got chops, Nick. I really do. For those of you that don't know, I guess I didn't exactly describe that too well. Nick's my adopted nephew. His mother and I are really close friends, and I go to church with these fine people. Yeah, you know, where I even begin, Nick, you know, to be honest with you. You know, we met at that one church play and then just kind of took it from there. His mother, I call Sissy. She's like a sister of mine. One of my favorite, also another one of my favorite people on the planet. You make sure you send, you know, Sissy and K-Dog, your dad, my love, as well as, you know, Polka Kens and a Lily for me too, would you? Oh, but yeah, getting back to that. For some reason, I don't know why, I just felt it necessary to go down in summertime to Texas. I don't know why I did that. Kev says, I saw you singing on your Facebook. Not bad, bro. Oh, thanks. You know, that show was, I'm still glowing from that. It's pretty much like a homecoming show. Oh, I will. Good. You better. I poked you too. The show we did, it was at Chrome. That's the first time we played there. Not, you know, not putting aside the tribute show we did for Roby Show. Get one, by the way. Thank you. I miss him every day. First time we played there in about 9+ years. I always go with 10 years because I'm bad with time perception. I mean, my time perception doesn't exist. Something could have happened 3 days ago, and I could probably say it's like a week ago. You know, so I wouldn't trust me with that. But yeah, that was a decent show, man. I'm still going off it. Like it couldn't have gone any better. Place was packed, you know. $10 cover at the door, which was, you know, I mean, I'm not, and again, I mean, Kev, you full well know this. Like, you know, I talked about PayPal earlier. I'll talk about PayPal. Mine's working. I mean, it's right there. If you need it to, you know, if you want to donate to this show or to this channel, awesome. You don't have to. I don't take gifts very well because you know I'm all embarrassed and stuff, and it's like, well, you know. But no, I mean it's the same theory when it comes down to cover charge at a show. It's like, you know, you pay your hard-earned money to, you know, watch us do our thing, and it's appreciated. And I can't thank people enough for doing that. The place was packed. I mean, we got paid well, more than well actually. The new owner of the bar, she's a sweetheart. It was partially her idea, plus our sound guy, or the sound guy that works there now. His name's Tony. We named the band after him. Um, he's all around good guy. You know, just like in the video it says, you know, we call him Dad. Well, it's true. You know, he's also a really close friend of mine. Close friend of the band's as well. It was a pleasure. It was a very cool night to. And I mean, it's not like we didn't know everybody that showed up, which is awesome because if you see faces that are familiar in the crowd and you're like, you know, playing to that crowd, it's like it's family, man. It's one of the best things, one of the best feelings in the world, you know. And Nick, if you're still here, hopefully someday, you know, if you do it safely now, you have to do a little bit of ethics come in there, a little bit of morality. But I am proud of you, kiddo. I really am. Maybe someday you'll be in a band and you'll tour, you'll play live, or you know you'll do some shows. I think that'd be really great for you because I know you love music. Obviously, you know you're an aspiring musician yourself. So I take nothing away from that. You know you're very creative. You know when you play drums and I'm watching you play it, I can see the brain working, man. It's awesome. You know, I really think that that's great for you. Music is one of the most important things in life, I think, in my opinion. Um, it's kept me out of trouble. It's put me in trouble, and that's where the morality and the ethics kick in. But it takes care of you as long as you brush up on theory and everything, and you know you're taking it seriously. It will take care of you. You know. Unfortunately, these days there's not a whole lot of venues left to play. Um, Places are shutting down. New ownership, you know, new bars don't want bands to come in anymore. It's really strange, especially in this city. But I've been doing that. I've been doing the band thing for the better part of my life. So, you know, um, yeah, just keep on keeping on, man. But no, thanks. I really appreciate that, Kev. Thank you very much. It's a lot of practice. Okay. Nick says one of the songs that we did that Sunday you came, we wrote. Are you kidding me? It was an original? That was, man, all the songs you guys played were great. We're going to put it on Spotify or YouTube, and everyone wants it. Oh, yeah. Sweet. Well, if you have a link or something, just send me a message on Facebook, and I'd love to take a look at that. That's awesome. Good for you guys. I thought all the songs were, you know, all the way through, you know, really pretty. Um, Definitely fitting for fellowship for sure. Um, that's the thing, you know, coming from the bad guy side of things, you know, when it comes down to music. And even Miss Kozak herself, Jill, has asked me to sing in the choir, and I'm going, I don't think I'm humble enough, you know, to really get my hands dirty with you guys. But you know, that's two separate things. But seriously, I'm proud of you for keeping up with it, and that's awesome. I mean, I thought you and I don't remember his name. Oh my goodness, I should know this. Jen's son, Jen Armstrong's son, Lex. I thought you guys did great. You know, you guys traded off and similar styles too. It's a nice blend. It's really cool. Um, no, I'm really proud of you, man. I really enjoyed that. Uh, yeah, but yeah, if you have a link or something, like anything, just send it my way. I'd love to see that. I would love to listen to it. Because you know me and music, we kind of go hand in hand. Um, Hair flip. um, we haven't recorded it yet. Oh, okay. Cool. I mean, I have a bunch of recordings myself, but I don't think I don't want to say child friendly, but little man friendly. So that's what I mean when I'm coming on the other side of the musical sort of thing. Uh, and also, I told Jill too. When was the last time she asked me? I don't talk to her often, but she goes, "Yeah, sing in the choir." I said, "Jill, I don't know, because the only person you'd hear would be probably me, because I'd be screaming and screeching. Mm. Keep you way in the back and hide my face. Perfect." Um, I, I don't know, man. You guys are great at what you're doing. I don't want to flub anything up or mess anything up. So I go to high school with Tyler. I hear things every day. I know, man. Yeah, but see, let's talk about that for a minute, shall we? And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because Mackenzie was. She goes, "Well, I want to go catch the show, the one that we just did at Chrome." And I went, "Oh no," because we're using language, and it's just. Let's talk about this for a second. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you said that. It's always been bugging me in the back of my head when it comes down to to you guys in particular, or to the younger generation, that you have to. I never really agreed with stifling myself. You know what I mean? I never, because the more honest you are, the more perceptive the younger generation is going to be. However, before I catch heat for saying this, um, language is one thing, but it's just the meaning behind what you're saying. It because you guys are young and very impressionable, and I think it's the most responsible thing to do as an adult. Me, I'm 36 now. I think especially in the position that I'm in, I think it'd be really responsible of me to not be too honest and like not use language, not go, not insinuate anything. Because absolutely, you get enough of that in high school. You get enough of that in your surroundings. I just don't want to be that guy that is like that with you. You know what I mean? It's not that I'm trying to, baby you or coddle you or something like that. It's just you got to be responsible. It keeps me humble. Because a long time ago, that wouldn't have mattered. Bad apple, man. Bad apple. That's what bad guy. That's me. Not wearing the right shirt for that one. I think it's wrong. Oh, I'm glad you agree. Oh no, I understand that. Good. Uh, I think I talked about this with your mom a little bit too. It's just you gotta be. You know what I mean, though. Like, I don't want to be the one that pulls the trigger that says this, and you know, you're. It's hard to explain. It's more of a feeling. You know, you because who knows, right? I mean, if you're gonna look to somebody for help, and the help that you're looking for them for, and they're in that position where they're not using it properly without responsibility, it's not good for you. I mean, children are our future, right? Yeah, I was a child once, and yeah, I've been around a lot of bad stuff when I was growing up. But I never dabbled with it. I never got in touch with it. Drugs came out. I left the room. How about that? Of course, you're going to be exposed to that. This is where I feel, and I've talked about this in videos before, in the past. I feel very guilty, and it's not even me doing it. I just, when kids are exposed to all this crap, I feel really bad because I was that kid, and I was babied and coddled and stuff by my mom, June, who took me to church all the time. And, God bless her for it, because I don't think, me getting into alcohol, for example, I will tell you the truth on this. Do I still drink? Yeah, but it's not, I'm in control of my stuff now. I wasn't so much then. And speaking of impressionable, I really was. Because I'm looking up to these, I idolize these people in the music industry. And, you want to be cool like them, right? You just want to hang out, and, you want to pick their brain on everything. Well, if they're not being responsible with, myself, say, like if I'm tugging their coattails kind of thing, you know what I mean? And if they're not being responsible enough with a younger soul, then what kind of hope does that have for the younger generation that are looking up to these said people? You know what I mean? I think it just sets a bad precedent, sets a bad example. I'll just leave it at that. But I am really proud of you. I just don't want to be, you know what I mean? maybe I'm just humble. I don't know, but it's a very touch and go subject, pretty touchy. You know, I've always felt that way though. I've always kept that in the back of my head, especially when it comes down to you guys. You know, I go to church because I'm not perfect. You know what I mean? Like, you have to find a balance, especially when it comes down to morality and ethics, and I'm not scared to talk about that. Um, you know, what's one thing when I first came out with vlogs, and I know you guys were watching, and I'm going, oh man. That's why I always put the warning in front of some of the racy stuff that I talk about, my rent to own things. And, you know, I always say, you know, parents, guardians, babysitters, responsible adults, get your children out of the room, you know. So I always do say that, and I always give you seconds to pause the video, or them to pause the video, so they can get you kids out of the room. But you know something, Nick? You're right. You know, you're not a young child anymore. You're becoming a young adult. You know, you grew up quite well, man. And when you grew up, man, you're almost what, 6 foot something? Like I remember when you were just like here. I know you hate hearing that because I used to hate hearing that too. I remember you when you were this big. Oh, I hate that. So I won't do that to you. But no, you grew up to be a fine young man, you know, and I'm really proud of you. And you're very important to me, you know, still are. 6'3". Wow. Man, you've been eating your Wheaties, haven't you? Kev says, I wasn't coddled at all by my parents. They said at 18, get out. Wow. And that was the best that ever happened. Yeah, see, Kev knows exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. I was 13-ish, you know, and I started singing for rock bands. So don't, you know, and this is where I don't feel like saying this on camera, especially when Nick's in the room, but yeah, you know, you get involved in some pretty bad stuff and, you know, bad habits. And speaking of bad habits, don't ever do this, Nick. Forgive me. Especially if you're a singer, it's bad on the throat, let me tell you. Excuse me a sec. Especially when you're so young and really impressionable, like I said. And I mean, I was ignorant, you know. It's Kev says that was different early time early 80s. Yeah, definitely a different time. You know, for me, I think the 90s were pretty predominant, but I remember the late 80s for me, mid to late 80s. I was born in 82. But yeah, the late 80s for me, that I think that's when everything started kicking in. When I started to have, yeah, I think it was my dad, because, you know, may he rest in peace, but my dad really speaking of precedents, he really set the precedent for the realistic part of life. You know, he never stifled with me. He's the most responsible adult human being I've ever met. So much love, you know, and I'm so gifted to have had him in my life. He died when I was 11. That was in 95. Thereabouts. And if it wasn't for Dad, I don't think I would have, and Mom too, little Mom too, because, you know, Mom would take me to church, and Dad, I mean, he didn't really believe. He did towards the end, you know, because when he got sick, he died of esophageal cancer. But when he first got sick, he started going to church and, you know, trying to find himself. And you know, he wanted to set a good example for a young me. You know what I mean? And I think that that's honorable. I think that's the most awesome thing I think a responsible parent could do. It just ties in with what I'm saying, right? I mean, you have to set that level for impressionable minds, because, you know, Lord knows what they'll get involved in. Lord knows what you know, even if you do play in bands, Nick, and I'm talking directly to you, Lord knows what you get yourself involved in. Hopefully nothing bad. You can have a good time, but, you know, you got to be responsible. You know, I'll never say to you, no, don't do that, you know, while I'm doing this, for example. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a hypocrite. I try not to. Oh, there's so much I could say there. I think I already did, though. Nick says, I would say try vaping, but apparently it's worse. You know, I'm glad you brought that up too, Nick, because I have tried vaping a couple times. Nah, it's not for me. If I'm going to quit this, I'm almost 40 now. If I'm going to quit this, by the time I'm 40, it's gone. Like, that's it. I'm done with it. Smoking since I was 13. You know what I mean? It's long enough. I'm getting sick of this habit. It is a gross thing to do. But see, I don't want to turn into one of them saying, do as I say, not as I do. And I think that's the whole point. I know I'm jumping all over the place here, but I'll never say to you, don't do something and then go turn around and do it myself. I just speak solely based on experience. Um, but yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for dad and mom, I don't think I would have come out of what I came out of. Rehab a couple of times for drink myself, so I mean, I know what I'm talking about. The thing is, you got to keep humility. You have to keep some sort of sense of humor about yourself when you're going through that. And I'm very thankful I'm still here, because there was a couple of times where I shouldn't have been. So I'll put it to you that way. That's all I'm going to say about it. Kev says, yeah, good idea, bro. Quit that horrible habit. Yeah. I think, and I've been sick of it since like 10 years ago. And, willpower, isn't that? And see, that's the other thing when it comes down to responsible people. Willpower. Yeah. I know I'm ready-ish. I just have to be ready. It's a state of mind. You have to be completely ready to just take care of yourself and be better to yourself. You know what I mean? And I don't think that time's just yet, but it's coming. I mean, there's goals. I have little goals set where, you get sick of doing something for so long, and it's not good for you. It's not healthy. So it's pro-choice. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm just clicking around. Good old crack book. There we go. But yeah, I mean, if you know something's not healthy for you, it's pro-choice. It's you deciding for yourself if that's what you're doing. You're in control of your own situation, hopefully, because there's no such thing as somebody not having control over what you do. For yourself, I mean, I'm not talking about other people. But, it is pro-choice. You have to make good decisions for yourself. I could be doing worse things myself, man. I never got involved in it. Every time that stuff would come out, I had left the room. I seriously left the room. It's just not for me. I still do, and you can't shield, right? See, now we're on the same wavelength. You can't shield anybody from it. It's not like it's, live and let live, really. But at the same time, you have to exercise humility too, because for your own self, for your own morality's sake, I'm really glad we're talking about this. It's my kind of language right here. For your own sake, it's about taking care of yourself, because the body's a temple. Take care of the body, right? I mean, I can't stop you, Nick, from being surrounded by stuff like that. But hey, Noah, there he is. What's up, my man? What's up, my man? My man. How you doing, Noah? Kev's here too, man. It's good to have you here, brother. But yeah, you can't really. And Noah, since you're just joining, I'm talking about morality and ethics. Because little Nick Kuglin, I can't say little anymore, man. He towers over me. My little nephew. So, still in high school. Yeah, man. You know it. Fight the power. Fight the trolls. That's what it is. But yeah, I mean, you can't save yourself, or I can't save somebody else from that. I know I'm not wearing the right t-shirt. But hopefully you make good decisions for yourself, and all I can be is supportive. There we go. Oh man, I love this song. Hey Nick, if you like a good tune from the '80s, say, look up the band Wasp, as in the insect, and the song "The Idol." You're welcome. It's pretty. Stuff I grew up on. But yeah, I think it's always a touch and go sort of subject, because, and I've gotten heat over that many times over, because people are saying, well, who are you to talk about that? I have experience in the field. If I don't have experience, I don't bring it up. you know, you got to use your brain. You know, you have to use your brain. Follow your heart. I know it sounds pretty cliche and kind of cheesy, but it's true. You know, that's what we do here on this channel, our channel. Um, you know, matter of perspective, I guess, matter of opinion, but man, trolls keep you going. People are getting upset that I'm talking about morality. Then that's what this world come to. You know what I mean? And it just fuels me to just keep going. So, let me see. Good old Danny Mala from T. Heat, sir. Um, but anyways, enough about that stuff. But you get the idea. You know, you're a smart kid for sure. I gotta stop calling you kid. You're a smart young man. I gotta get used to that. But what's up, Noah? Tell me what's going on in your world, man. You know, catch us up. It's really good to see you, buddy. One of my best friends, one of my favorite people on the planet, were in this room earlier. Isaac Harrison, you know, the same guy that you've seen in the video before. Glad to be enjoying the afternoon. Yeah, man, me too. Are you off? Are you not working today? Because I'm off today and tomorrow. Hopefully you have some time off in there too. You got to rest a little bit, man. You know, I get some Wasp playing in the background. Didn't think I was going to go live today, but sometimes, you know, you just gotta. You have to. Just trying to keep up with everybody, trying to catch up. I know it's been a couple of days since my last one, so that's why I figured, hey, I got some spare time here. No, I do. Good. But I always make time for everything. Right? You gotta make time for stuff. You know what I mean? And speaking of Nick, you know, Nick Cooglin, my adopted nephew. I go to church with him and his family. His mother's a really, really close friend of mine. You know, we were just talking about that earlier. He's a drummer in the church band, which is great because it's awesome fellowship music. You know, I go to church. Yeah, I'll admit it. Why not? You got to keep yourself in check, man. But he's part of the background music, and it sounds. I'm so proud of him. You know, he's doing really well for himself. Yeah, I try to make time to do that too, because lately, and I've said this before, just earlier. Lately, I've been getting off at like 2, 3 in the morning, and it's hard for me to get up in the morning for church. So you know, it's kind of a quid pro quo type of situation. Noah says nothing wrong with that. Build some morals, right? And that's exactly it. You know, if you can't keep yourself in check, nobody else is going to do it for you. So there's only one individual that can, right? So if you're not right with that, then you're not right with yourself. I don't talk about religion on this channel at all. I refuse to. I'm not religious. I'm just, I'm in touch with my spirituality. That's all. I think you got to be, because you're right, Noah. You got to keep yourself in check. You have to build some morals, man. You have to really get in touch with yourself, and then get rid of that selfish part of you. Get rid of that belligerent part of you, the negative part of you. You got to change that mind frame so that you have a better quality of life. So that's what I believe in. And I think that says a lot. I think that says something. I mean, that's just me. That's just my opinion, but my humble opinion. Sorry, I'm just looking around here. Yeah. So, no, definitely, man. Someone has to keep you in check, right? Because obviously I wasn't so good at it myself. We can't be in control of our own destiny, so to speak. Not to sound cheesy, but if you can't check yourself, then you're gonna wreck yourself. Apparently, the song is correct. But yeah, that's wow, that was a really good chat, man. That was a really good chat with Nick. I'm really glad, because I kind of came in a little bit later on there, Noah. I'm sorry you missed it, but I like the song. Yeah, me too. Me too. Sorry you missed it, but right? We were talking about that. We were talking about morality, and talking about getting in touch with yourself, and that I can't save him from what he's experiencing around him now, because he's very impressionable. I was talking about being impressionable as a young soul. Making a promise that I'd never stifle, but at the same time, I don't want to be that responsible adult that, not only not shields them, because I don't believe in shielding, because of my dad, my father, um, but also making sure that at least you're there to be supportive for a young, impressionable soul, that they don't go off the beaten path too far. Everybody's going to experience something, right? And it's not always the best thing in your own vision, but see, that's your own vision. That's not theirs that are going through it. And it's hard to really come to terms with, I can't save you from this, and I can't, I just, I'd rather just be a responsible adult and be there for people like that, you know, using your power for good, right? And again, I don't think I'm wearing the right T-shirt today. So, but yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. And right, and I know you'd have a few things to say about that. You're a good soul yourself, and I really think that's great. And it's not hard to agree with that because it's just good moral ethics, I think, or I feel. I really got to stop saying I think because that undersells it. It's coming down to terms with output versus input. I've talked about this before, obviously. It goes a long way. Yeah, it does. Absolutely. And I know you'd have things to say on the subject too, because you're the very same mind frame too. You're very, to me, you're a very moral person, and I really appreciate that about you. No wonder we get along so well. I'm not saying I'm anything special. I'm just saying that I just know the difference. Now, because before, when I was about his age, I didn't know anything. And I was always, you know what I mean. So, it's just a matter of time before you start to realize who your real self is before it really comes out, because it'll all come out in the wash, man. Whew. So that made me feel better. But unfortunately, I must end this because I have to go do stuff. So, and try to relax in there too. Follow my own advice. Yes, true that. It's crazy when you think about it. And it really is. And if the more you think about it, the more you're going to drive yourself crazy. So you don't want that to happen either. There's so many different layers and so many different sides of the fence on that. I personally feel, but I do a lot of studying, on many different subjects, even ufology, even stuff that people say that's evil, whoever they are, and don't think too much. Yeah, exactly. You can't overthink something, because if you start overthinking things, then you're going to drive yourself nuts. Absolutely. You're going to, if you fall down that rabbit hole, some people never come out of it. You know what I mean? People have died for less. You have to keep that in mind. There's people starving in third world countries at the same time. You really have to keep that humility about yourself while you're trying to study something. Or all you can do is base it off your own personal experience. It's all relative to you and your situation. Just don't try to go outside of that, because you're right, bad things do happen. I've seen it many times. I'm thankful I'm still here. How about that? Right? But anyways, man, I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Small but mighty crowd, but that's the way I like it. It's more intimate that way. A couple of the nice surprises in there. Isaac showing up and was there. I love you all. Thanks for being here, Kev, too. And Greenie, love you, man. And you too, Noah, for sure. Noah says yes, buddy. Glad I checked the phone. Yes, definitely. I'm glad you're here. It's always a pleasure to have you guys in here. I feel very blessed. I'm very thankful. And I always say I never thank you guys enough. So thank you. I really, really appreciate that. Because it's good dialogue. It keeps good conversations flowing. And without you guys, I don't think I'd be doing this. So, I never thought I'd be the first guy to do it. But yeah, hopefully everything's going well for everybody out there. Kev, I hope that truck gets fixed quick and you're back doing your thing. Stay safe on the road. And $3,000, that's a lot of money to fix that up. Dang. Well, hopefully you'll get reimbursed for that. I'm sure you will. Stay safe in Texas, buddy. Noah, hopefully everything's going great with you. It's really good to see you in here. Shout out to Ted Barris, of course, and the Mod Squad. It says, have a good day. Take it easy, man. We'll talk soon. Thank you very much. I hope you have the greatest day ever. Hopefully you're relaxing. If you're going to have some for me at the same time, too, because I don't have any here. But that's fine. I don't need it. I've got some tea I'm going to probably suck back on or whatever. And hopefully everything's going positively in your life. Hopefully everything's going well, as well as can be expected. And then some. There you go. A pack of blessings to everybody. Everybody's favorite good guy / bad guy. You know something? Before I go, I'm going to say this. I think it's time to kill the bad guy gimmick. Because it's negative, isn't it? I think it's time to... Maybe I'll do something special to get rid of that. Maybe you guys can help me with that. I think it's, because Flav, Toronto Fire, gave me the good guy thing. I don't know if I can back that up, but it sounds a hell of a lot better than the bad guy. Yeah, I think I'm going to do something special. So, we'll see. I talked about that before. Because I don't know. I mean, am I the bad guy? Yeah, I can be, but it's because I'm speaking the truth. I think that's a good thing to do, isn't it? But anyway, enough about me. Hopefully you're all well out there. Everybody watching, thank you. Thank you so much. I love you guys dearly. Thank you. Mwah. Maybe someday we can all sit in the same room. You know what I mean? This is where it's said. Remember. Say it with me, Noah. Say it out loud. If you're working too hard, speaking of exercising humility, you're doing it wrong. Everybody's favorite good guy, Superman. God bless out there. You guys take care of yourselves. Sounds good, bud. Take care. You too, man. You take care of yourself. Take really good care of yourself. And hopefully in the next few days, maybe even tomorrow, who knows, because I'm off, I'll check in with you. Out. Stay safe. Be well. Stay positive. Positive thinking. Positive feeling. All right. We're going to end the stream. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys soon. Hair flip. And end stream. See you later.